This is about seasons in Diablo 4. I figured I'd watch this. I saw it got recommended to me.
So with the Diablo 4 beta test coming to an end, I think one of the biggest complaints has been itemization, and I think one of the biggest worries going forward is going to be what the end game has to offer. And with so many new people coming into the Diablo 4 community that haven't followed the game's development, a lot of people don't know what the developers have planned for seasons. So
Yeah,
that's what I
exactly.
want to go over in this video, because I think seasons are going to be a pretty big answer to itemization and the end game. And Diablo 4 is going to be heavily focused on being a live service game. That means
Why is it that whenever he puts the curse on enemies, there's no feedback on the screen that the enemy has the curse on them? Why is that? I don't understand that, because like PoE they've solved this problem. Vulnerabilities red, elemental weakness is blue. And it's over their fucking head if they've got it. Like, what is this? Like, why is this happening? I don't understand. I feel like they've gone backwards with so many of these like functional UI like changes. Like, this isn't making the game more legible. It makes it less legible. You don't know if your curse is going off. How does the player know that they're doing more damage because of their curse? It's just beta? Okay, well, I hope that they fix it and they give people better visual. Like, there should be a very clear visual indicator that an NPC has a curse on them. For example, vulnerability is great. It's very well communicated because the health bar has that purple around it. Great. Do that again.
a new season every 3 months, so they're trying to get those 4 seasons in a year.
I
And
also think
somewhere
the
down
way
the
they
road,
show
probably
bleeds is
every
really well
year or
designed.
every 2 years, we're also going to be getting mass.
It's so weird how like they do such a great job with some stuff and they do such a horrible job with other stuff. Like, you can't tell how much absorb shield you have left. Why? Why not just have a little box right here that says the number that you have left? It's just, I don't get it.
Of expansions. So this means Diablo 4 on launch can almost be seen as just a base or a starting point to be heavily modified
Exactly
and
right, you
added
said.
to
Yeah.
later down the road. And we're even going to be getting the first season only a couple weeks after the initial launch.
It's
so
lit.
content is going to be coming pretty quick after the game is released. And D4 seasons
Yep.
are going to work in a very similar way to Path of Exile or Diablo 3, where a new season comes out, it's on a seasonal realm, so you have to go make new characters and level them up for that new season. And there's also
I think this is just so important that they don't make... Bro, I do not want to click all the Lilith statues twice. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't care. Oh, but... No, they have to be a full reset. No, they don't. You just invented that. No, they don't have to. I will click all the Lilith statues once. Why?
going to be specific leaderboards, and usually
It's like, imagine if every single time a new fucking Legion raid comes out in Lost Ark, oh, well, all the Mocha Coast got lost again. Get to clicking, bitch.
everybody comes back specifically for the season. Everybody's leveling up together. A lot of people like to see how fast they can level and see how high they can get on the leaderboards. And with Diablo 4, Season 1 is actually when all the leaderboards for the game start. And again, that's going to be a few weeks after launch. And the developers have some pretty lofty goals for every new season, because at a baseline, they're going to be adding a new gameplay feature and main quest line with every new season. And that's just the beginning, because they're going to be adding...
And I do hope that they keep in mind, I think that they can add gameplay features for 2 years and it'll be fine. But please do not go down the route of Path of Exile. Path of Exile has had to scale back their end game a couple of times, and I think that now it probably is still even too complex. Like, there is a lot in the PoE end game, and doing all of that becomes it gets to the point like Dragonlands is not as much like this, but like Shadowlands was, and BFA was even more. that, and so is Legion to probably a bit of a lesser extent, is that there are so many systems and nuances that exist in the game that it becomes a barrier to entry and a gatekeeper to new players because they don't want to sit there and figure out all of these new systems. It becomes bloated.
A ton more content on top of that we're also going to be going over in this video. But this baseline is very important because new gameplay feature means something that's actually going to change up the game, whether it be a new gearing system, a new mode or way to play in that season, a new main quest line that's going to further the story of the game, or add in new characters, or potentially go to new parts of Sanctuary. And
Very
one of the
cool.
things that's really cool with this is that these new gameplay features and quests you will experience before the end of your first hour in every new season.
And that's a great idea. I'm really glad they're taking that, because in PoE, bro, on the beach, you're fucking dealing with those in-game systems. On the beach, you deal with it. And I think that is so good. It completely transforms the entire game. That's why Season of Mastery was Season of Astery with Classic WoW. It's because the only transformative changes that they made to Classic WoW existed at the very end game. You had to get to fucking level 60 to even do Molten Core to see what the changes are. Was that a good one? Huh? That's a funny joke.
They want these new pieces of content in the season to be experienced, or at least first experienced, very early on within that season. And one of their big focuses for every new season is going to be how they can change up the meta. Now, they don't want to completely nerf builds into the ground so they're not used, but they also don't want to have builds that are so strong that that's all that's going to be used. Their main goal is to have as many builds be viable as they can possibly get. And they have a bunch of different ways to do this. Balancing classes directly, balancing specific pieces from specific builds, changing powers, or just changing the number knobs on any other piece of the game so that you always have a ton of different builds that are viable that you can try out in these new seasons. And they're also going to be changing up the meta by adding in new legendary and unique items, adding in new Paragon boards and glyphs, and just continuing to add more ways to customize your characters.
Yeah, of course they're going to do this. This is good. Sure.
And keep in mind, all those additions we went over is just getting more of the similar things we already have, but we're getting that new gameplay feature every new season, so that new gameplay feature can add in a completely different type of itemization or gearing, such as set items or runes, which we do know is coming back in future seasons. So as you could imagine, if they added something like set items into a new season, that would completely change the balancing of a lot of the builds. And
oh, absolutely it would. I do also worry that because it's a game that doesn't have a big... I don't think that economy is going to be as big of a deal with Diablo 4, and most people are going to be playing functionally solo self-found. I do worry that everybody is going to play the same build. Because one of the reasons why PoE, like the economy fixes this problem, is that, like, if you're playing Toxic Rain or something like that, and it's one of the most popular builds, or Righteous Fire, the items that you're going to be buying are a lot more expensive. But if you're playing, like, Death's Oath, which is, like, the hipster version of Righteous Fire, well, those items probably aren't going to be as much money. And so it's going to be easier for you to play a build that's less popular, and you can get more value out of your gold or your money because you can buy the items for cheap because there's less people competing for them. So, like, not having that and that dynamic, I think will, like, as PoE has that, there's two reasons why Diablo 4, is going to have way more metagaming. Number one, it's going to be because, obviously, of what I just mentioned, right? There's no economy to counteract everybody playing the same thing. And then the second reason is because there's no real leaderboards in PoE. Like, there's no leaderboards. Like, if somebody kills Cirrus first, great. But there's no leaderboard on who killed Cirrus the fastest. There's no leaderboard on who cleared Maze of the Minotaur the fastest. So because both of those things exist in Diablo 4, both of those things promote even more metagaming and even more adherence to one type of play.
Potentially add in the viability of dozens of new builds. So I would fully expect every new season to have some new potential builds to try out, even if you're playing the same class you've always been playing. And on top of all the new content and additions we just went over, there's also going to be a smaller bit of content that they're calling live events that'll crop up every new season. And some of the examples I gave is Drowned may invade a region of the map for a weekend, or a strange peddler may show up in one of the zones. So these are probably
very cool idea. We'll have to see what the implementation of it is.
Probably going to be smaller pieces of content that I would expect to most likely be cycling through. So maybe every weekend or once or twice every week, there's going to be some small event that happens that maybe gives you a new way to gear, or some new reward or content to go do for a smaller limited time. Now, with all this new content being added in, you want some objectives to go along with that. And that's where the season journey comes into play. Now,
the season journey, I think, is a big thing. So what Blizzard needs to do, okay, if Blizzard really cares, if they really care about Diablo 4, this is what they would do. They would have, at the end of the season journey, if you complete every single thing of the season journey, they either do one of two things. There's the cheap option and there's the expensive option. And you make the season journey a massive neckbeard accomplishment. Like, you have to put in hundreds of hours to do this. The cheap option is that's right. You get a coupon for a double down at KFC. A free double down at KFC. The expensive option, and what I think they should do, is they make t-shirts for every league. And the people that complete all of the season challenges in the league get a t-shirt from Blizzard for that league. And I can guarantee you that if Blizzard did that, you would go to BlizzCon, or you would see people at BlizzCon, and it would be a bunch of fat 30-something and 20-something-year-old men sitting there with their Blizzard fucking t-shirts that they probably never washed since the season they got it, sitting in the audience, hyped up for the next fucking thing for Diablo 4. And you know what? I think they should do that even more, and they should probably do that for Cutting Edge, for World of Warcraft, and the Hall of Fame. I'm just saying. It'd be very cool. And it would cost them less than probably $2 million.
Journey is just going to be a free part of every season. There's no monetization tied to the system at all, and essentially this is a progression path throughout the entirety of the new season. There's a bunch of chapters of different things to go complete, and completing these chapters is going to give you a handful of different rewards, specifically shown off as gear and resources, and then completing different parts of the season.
It's like, bro, imagine if the chapter rewards for the end of them, and it's like fucking reach level 100 with like every class, beat Inferno, Ultimate, Omega, Mythic, Diablo, and it says chapter rewards, and it's a fucking t-shirt.
Specifically shown off as gear and resources, and then completing different parts of the season journey and completing it all will also earn you some permanent cosmetic unlocks. And these objectives can range from anything from enchanting a piece of armor to killing a specific amount of a specific enemy to killing specific bosses or completing certain chapters of the main questline. And one of the coolest parts about the season journey is that to fully complete it, you have to beat an extremely difficult pinnacle challenge at the end of the season journey.
And that's how you get your fucking t-shirt. That's how you do it right there. That's how you get your triple down. A Lilith waifu pillow? Yeah. Yeah, sure, why not? You could get one of Lilith or Inarius, and you get to pick. Bro, I actually think that Diablo, the double down thing, was so fucking stupid that it was good. It felt like it horseshoe theoried. It was so fucking dumb that everybody fucking thinks of double downs and Diablo 4 whenever you mention the other one.
to complete the whole thing and get the ending
So good.
permanent cosmetic rewards. And this is most likely going to take its form in a very difficult boss, which it sounds like they truly want to be very difficult, and they want to continue to add these type of very difficult encounters as they go along with each new season, and the season journey is going to be one of the ways they do that. So even in the seasonal objective system, they're still adding in a new piece of content in the end as that pinnacle challenge. So that brings us to the piece of seasons that's actually monetized, and that's the Battle Pass.
Oh, there it is. That's
Right
big. This big money, big money. All right. Everybody focus up. Get your wallets out.
There is going to be nothing in the paid version of the Battle Pass that can affect gameplay in any way.
They're probably not going to do that, because if they make it pay to win, everybody's going to quit the game. They're going to say about how bad it is. It's going to be like Diablo Immortal. Like, I don't think they're going to do it. I don't think they're going to sell EXP potions. I don't think they're going to fucking, okay, well, you know, you buy this battle pass and they give you the fucking full Bull Kathos set as a barbarian. And it's the Primal Ancient if you unlock all of them. I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. I don't think it's going to happen. Please clip this for whenever it does. But I really think it's not going to happen.
If you spend any money, the only thing you're going to be getting is premium currency to spend on the cosmetic shop or just more skins. And the reason I specified that there is going to be no gameplay altering features in the paid version of the pass is because from the free rewards on the Battle Pass, you will be able to get XP boosts for your account. Now, the Battle Pass is going to work in
I love how Blizzard has re-clarified this 400 times, and everybody's like, yeah, but like, what if it's pay to win though? Like, it's not going to be pay to win. Okay, but let's say it is. So, okay, so you say it's not going to be pay to win. When will it be pay to win? Will it be like a week after launch, a month after launch, or you're just going to wait a day? So is it pay to win, or is it like pay just to win faster? Like what are you guys referring to it as internally?
similar way to battle passes from other games, but in Diablo 4 there's only going to be one track. Some of the rewards are going to be completely free, so you still be able to earn some premium currency and some skins by not spending a dime. And then there's going to be premium rewards that you unlock if you buy the battle pass, and that's going to be more premium currency that's only for the cosmetic shop and more seasoned theme skins.
I want to say that it is better for me if they make Diablo 4 pay to win. It is actually so much better for me. $427,000 views. 974,000 views. 180. It's actually, it's not really, it's not that much. 640,000 views. 1 million views. So yes, it is actually good for me if Diablo 4 is pay to win. Hoping and praying it's pay to win, gentlemen. Please be pay to win.
Now, there are going to be account-wide XP boosts in the free version of the Battle Pass.
Yes.
So you wanted to buy these at all. And you can't earn these
Yeah, but okay, so can you buy them though? No. Okay, so you can buy them. Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew it.
account-wide XP boosts by buying skips for the Battle Pass, because you will be able to buy tier skips for the Battle Pass like pretty much every other Battle Pass, but this won't allow you to unlock these XP boosts any quicker because you have to get a character to a certain level to unlock these XP boosts for your whole account. So
By the way, I don't give a fuck about making it harder. Like, if you want to give people free max levels after they've hit max level once on a character, I think there's an argument for that being a bad idea, because people won't actually learn their class and they'll play it at max level, they'll get overwhelmed and quit. However, I think that having something that expedites the leveling process extremely fast will probably be okay.
Idea is you go through on your main character, you get it to high level, you unlock these XP boosts, which will then help you to level up alt characters in that season even quicker. And the battle pass is going to coincide with every new season, so they're going to last right around 3 months, and they're going to cost $10 if you want to buy the battle pass to get the premium currency and premium skins. Now, for an average player, it's going to take around 75 hours to fully complete the battle pass. But keep in mind, this is in a 3-month time period. So if you play 1 hour for 75 out of the 90 days, you should have the battle pass completed. And with a game like Diablo, most people probably aren't going to have any issue.
And also, he could be saying to max out every challenge in the battle pass, but you might not have to max out every single challenge to get all the rewards.
75 hours in 3 months. These type of...
Somebody says premium currency. So you've got to keep in mind premium currency. So the reason why they have premium currencies is because it makes it to where the individual is not spending dollars. They're spending magic platinum runes. And so it's like, it's 597 magic platinum runes, and you can only buy them at 600 you can only buy them at 590 at a time. So the reason why they do that is to obfuscate the amount of money that's being spent. Now, if it was up to me, every single in-game purchase in every single video game would be required to display the real IRL currency USD money. And it would be fucking illegal to have any sort of in-game currency. I think that it does no benefit. It has no benefit to the player. It only hurts the game. There is nothing good about it. There is no upside for the consumer. And it is embarrassing that the fucking people that run our government are too fucking stupid to even understand what this is. Hopefully, in a few more years, they'll have their grandkids use their phone to buy microtransactions, and then they're going to look and be like, wow, looks like I'm going to have to take some more lobbying fucking bribes. You know, you got to put some more kids in jail for weed for this. This is ridiculous. And then maybe it'll get fixed.
RPGs are very grindy, and people who are going to be playing every new season are going to be playing quite a bit. They'll probably get the season pass completed in the first week. And as mentioned earlier in the video, there will also be expansions somewhere down the road, and we don't know the exact...
I hope they don't fucking gate the season pass. Where, like, you have to keep playing. Like, if you want a one and done the season pass, what's the problem with that? I really hope they don't gate it. Like, it's okay, gate it like 2 or 3 days. Like, sure, but like, other than that, no.
Time frame. We don't know if we'll be getting a new expansion every year or every 2 years, but I would fully expect new classes and very big gameplay features or massive additions to the game to be in those expansions. I probably wouldn't expect a new class in the season, and I probably wouldn't expect a...
They can have like a druid season where every single map has a conduit pylon on it. So it'll be the league where druids are relevant.
New region added into the game in a new season. And any massive new systems that change a large section of the game, I'll probably expect to be in expansions as well. But that's all I want to go over for seasons, so thanks for watching.
I think that's pretty fair, and also it depends on how much of the seasons that compound on each other. And I actually don't think that there should be... I like this. This is a good, fair video. I'm going to subscribe to this guy, maybe watch some more of his stuff. This is great. And, yeah, do you think the currency can be used to buy the next battle pass? I hope so. I mean, I think that you should be able to get more of the battle passes. Like, I don't really give a fuck about that stuff. It's all cosmetics. Like, I only want there to be, like, as long as there's a handful of actual in-game cosmetics where it's like, if somebody's wearing one of these, you know they've got a big dick. As long as they have a few of those, I'll be okay. Other than that, I will not be okay. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. Maybe every 2 passes you get a free pass. Oh, like a punch card. I like that. Yeah, that would be cool. Making battle pass money only. Yeah, I don't care about that. It's cosmetic progression. It doesn't matter to me at all. So, like, if they want to do that, they can do that all they want.